Hi guys, Andy Carter here, PGA teaching professional at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and welcome to another episode. Today I'll find Carter some new golf clubs. Now today's test is between my trusty Titleist 910 D3 and the Cobra Fly-Z, or Z, whichever country you're in. I've got the settings, I've got the weight forward in the head, and I've got the loft on the Cobra at 8.5 degrees. It's a very, very similar setup to my own driver, which is at 8.75 degrees with a slightly toed open face. So they are very, very similar in how they're set up. I'm going to see how the Cobra performs. Obviously it's newer shaft, newer technology in the head. Let's see if it can give me that extra little bit of distance that I'm looking for without trying to sacrifice my relatively good dispersion rate with my own Titleist. I do love this driver. I do have the most confidence in the world with it, and that's what my new driver needs to give me as well. The swing speeds are going to be very similar, or I expect them to be very similar. If you checked out yesterday's TaylorMade R15, you will see that there was quite a big difference. Now, I genuinely couldn't put my finger on that. I don't try hard with my own club. I want to change it, so if anything, I'm probably trying harder with the newer clubs, which can possibly disrupt my dispersion rate a little bit, but I'm trying not to fall into that trap. But I'm looking for swing speeds in and around about between 109 and 113, or something in and around there, average about 110, 111. So that's something I am looking for. Distance-wise, I'm looking to try and get it into around about 280, 275, 280 with a range ball. So I would like to think with another 10%, I am kind of breaking that 300 barrier on the golf course. I don't want to hit this as hard as I possibly can. That's one thing I'm trying to get across here. I'm only hitting these at around about 80, 85%, the sort of swing speed that I will put on a golf course environment, a golf tournament environment. So I'm not trying to hit these as far as I can. I'm not trying to get the absolute most out of my swing and get the most out of the clubs. In relation to smash factor, I'm also looking to keep it above the 1.45. I'm expecting, to be honest, to be in around about 1.50 is obviously, as guys you may know, it's a really, really good smash factor. Now, to get my swing super efficient, to get this ball going as far as I possibly can with that swing speed, a 1.51, 1.52 would be fantastic. That's really showing off how good my ball striking actually is. I've had a couple in the past where I've been hitting about 1.42, where the strikes have not been that fantastic, but that's where the club comes in. Because when I don't strike the ball too well, if my swing's not quite on the game, this is where the technology comes in, okay? So I do need the help. We all need a little bit of extra help. So we're going to compare the two. We're going to start off with the Cobra Fly-Z, see how that gets on. I'm going to show you the averages of the club, the dispersion of the club, and then I'm going to compare it to my Titleist 910. So let's have a look at the shots, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to have 5 shots with each, and see what this club can produce. So I've had a couple of shots just to make sure the setting's correct. Got it at 8.5, so I was tempted to crank it up to 9.5, but I think it was getting me it's giving me a really strong penetrating ball flight. So let's see what the results are. Let's see what flight scope's giving us. Decent, pretty good shot. Tiny bit right off the club face, but nothing that's going to put me in any danger anyway. Let's try again. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, beautiful shape as well. Should be able to see that on the screen, the flight scope screen. Nice, that's really, really nice. Hopefully the distance is complementing the shape and trajectory of the shot. Then that was great feel, beautiful feel. Tiny bit low on the face. I wouldn't say off the bottom. It was definitely out the middle, but right on the equator line. So I want to hit these a little bit higher than the equator. That's where the sweet spot's going to be, where it gives me the least amount of spin. So I mean, that came out arrow straight. Probably didn't get the distance I really wanted out of it, but I tell you, it's not too far off. Oh, go on. That was nice. That was nice. I don't think the distance I'm getting with it is enough. Be interesting to see. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible shot. I really tried to lay into that. Left the face wide open. One of my stat killers. I think 4 out of the 5 were certainly really good shots. Certainly 4, I think I've hit 4 out of 5 fairways. The last one, I may have hit the fairway 70 yards right. Never mind. Okay, let's check out the results there, shall we? Right, so looking down at the screen there, we can see that the dispersion was pretty good. I mean, like I said, I think I've hit 4 out of 5 fairways there. I don't think I'm being overly generous with myself. I hit some really nice shots actually. Funnily enough, looking at the stats, the worst drive I hit was actually the longest drive I hit. Now, I've got to be honest, it was a really good strike and the club face was a little bit open, as you can tell. But if we look onto the averages there, you'll actually see that my average is around about 277. Again, with a range ball, average 277. My smash factor was an average of 1.47, which is pretty good, which is not too bad actually. It didn't pick up on one of the smash factors, which is a shame, but I think that overall the club performed very well. I was in and around about the 110 miles per hour swing speed, so I think I did get quite a lot out of the club. I am curious if I can get a little bit more. Maybe if I can. This is the extra stiff shaft. Possibly, it's worth trying out the stiff shaft rather than the extra stiff. And possibly even worth cranking it up 9.5 degrees. But I don't think my ball flight was very bad. I think the performance possibly in the shaft I could have got a little bit more out of. But overall, I'm quite happy with those results. So let's have a quick go with the Titleist now. Let's give a bit of a comparison and see where we stand at the end, shall we? Right, so got 5 balls with each again. A bit more familiar territory. Let's see how this goes. Hit it nice and straight anyway. I think the instant feel I get from this is it feels lighter. It feels a lot lighter in my hands. The Cobra felt a little bit heavy. Now I've just picked this up and had a quick swing. That was the first swing I'd had since I used the Cobra, and it definitely feels lighter in the shaft. I'm not sure that should make a bit of a difference to swing speed anyway. Not bad, pretty good shot. I'm almost going to tell myself that's a bit of a lazy swing. Yeah, not bad. Let's have a look. That's perfect. That was perfect. I think the carry on that should have been big. That was nice. I can't see these results until the end, actually, when I'm talking you guys through my results. So my screen's turned the other way. I don't want to see what I'm doing so far. I just want to hit these to the best of my ability, and then let the results tell the story at the end. Oh, there's just a slightly better launch. Now, that's not a golf club. That's not club related. This has been perfectly custom fit for my swing. Something that I will certainly be doing with a newer driver, just to double check all my specs are absolutely perfect. So I'm certainly not going to say that the Cobra is not launching as well. I'm probably going to say it's not quite to my spec, not quite. It is extra stiff, it's the same flex. This has possibly got a little bit less, no, probably 70 grams, so it's not too light. Slightly different, it's just a slightly different feel. That was a good shot. Okay, I've hit five really nice balls there. 5 really nice balls. Let's have a quick look at the results. Right, get some really interesting results here actually. The ball's not quite gone as far as the Cobra. Now I've got to be honest, I feel like I ripped those 5 shots with the Titleist. I'd probably missed, well certainly kind of sprayed one off to the right side, but I missed one with the Cobra, which was, like I said, it was right out the middle, but it wasn't quite high enough where I could really feel that kind of spinless strike. Swing speed again 110, get my ball speed at 160, which is what I'm looking for. I've always been, the last year I was thinking around about 157, 158 ball speed. So I'm trying to get my my ball speed up above 160. So I certainly achieved everything I've been recently trying to get with this club. Smash factor is a little bit lower, 1.45 as opposed to 1.47 with the Cobra. Distance is lower, and overall performance is slightly lower as well, actually. So really interesting. Really interesting. Because like I say, I feel like I could get a little bit more out of the Cobra somewhere. If I have a little bit of a tweak around with a couple of different shafts, a couple of different loft angles. For me, the shaft is just massively important. There's always a bit of an improvement in the head in terms of technology, but the actual shaft itself, for me, gets all the overall performance out of this head. You get the wrong shaft, you don't get fantastic direction. You've then got to manipulate your swing to the shaft to get that direction, I feel. Just from playing so much golf over the years in terms of tournament golf and having my clubs custom fit, and I actually used to get my clubs checked kind of year on year. I actually used to work in the golf shop, and I used to check my lie angles and my lofts probably around about every 3 to 4 months, just to make sure that they haven't tweaked, because the club faces nowadays are so soft, they can easily tweak, they can easily change. So I was always very up with making sure that my clubs were suited for me personally. So for me, shaft is important, but I think we've got a winner there. What do you reckon, guys? Do you think that's one? I do, and I'm really impressed with it. I know a lot of you guys left some comments there for me on the R15 video. If you want to go, guys, just go and check that out as well. But you kind of said, check out the Cobra Fly-Z, and a lot of you guys were massively impressed with it. I've got to say, I am too, and I feel like the Titleist beat the R15. I've got a feeling the Cobra may have just beat the Titleist today, and that's exciting. That's exciting. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Please leave some comments below. Interact with me again. Give me some more feedback on what you think I should be trying. This is really fun, actually, to give these clubs a go and to see what's on the market, see what's improved. And I'm going to keep going. There's a lot more testing to come. I've got Mizuno, I've got Srixon, I've got Titleist, I've got Ping. I've got, what else have I got in here? I've got something else, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, so guys, stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel for some more updates. Also, please add me on my social platforms here at the bottom. And like I say, check out the other videos, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you very much for watching.